Welcome back for a new video. Okay, we're working on the Team Kumite with 4 teams competitions. So we got 4 teams that want to compete on Team Kumite, and we want to do it through our system, the karate tournament system. But in this case, we're going to be working with the electronic scoreboard provided by the karate tournament system. So let's check how this will work. Great. We're going to go to Team Kumite and we click it. It's done. Remember, we already created the teams. We're not going to go over this. You have to create the team first. Then we're going to go to the event. And in this case, we're working with Team Kumite of 4 Kumite teams. So I'm going to click it right here. Beautiful. We created on the last video the event number 21. This was the event created on the last video for the Team Kumite. So we're going to use that same event so that we don't have to redo all that information. And that will help us to speed up a little bit the process of showing up of the video. Okay, great. So I'm going to double click to open that event. Beautiful. We got the event right here. Great. All this information was already filled out because we did it on the last video, and all this information too. So we're going to skip all this area and we're going to go straight to the event. So we go to the teams. We have one issue. We already had all these events done with information of the other event. So what we'll do is you'll give me just a few seconds and I'm going to erase all this information and I'll reset this event so that we can redo it all over, but through the electronic system. It'll be pretty fast. It doesn't take too much time. All you got to do is go one by one and start erasing all the information. And all this is done quickly. All you got to do is just take all this information off. And you just take all this information off. And now we're going to go for the other 2 teams. Do the same thing. We take the wins off. We get the points off they had. And we're just resetting the whole thing. We're just creating all this back to that I didn't want it to do. So I click undo. So this I do want to do. Sorry. This yes. This yes. As you saw, undo works beautifully. It is a feature of Windows that help us through everything that we do, or all our mistakes and all that stuff. So we're gonna get results. We should get a 0, nothing here, and we should get no check marks. That means that's clean. Let's do a results here, and let's see if we get this. Oh, we have a hante here still marked, so we still had a check. That was a little bit weird. Now this is cleared. Beautiful. So this is done. We have the event totally resetted for our event. And like always, we're going to try to use our imagination, and we're going to go and say that we have 3 monitors or 2 monitors right now. So what I'll do is I'll move this here and we'll start doing this space like if it is another monitor and it is not the same monitor is where this is at. This is your laptop. These should be the other 2 monitors you're going to be using. So what are we going to do? Quickly, we're going to go here and we're going to go to, remember, judges scorecard. We're going to look for external results because we want to open an external results monitor. And here we're going to pick the team. We're going to look for Team Kumite. And we got Team Kumite right here. And we're going to look for the scoreboard. Yep, here it goes. Here's the scoreboard. You just click it one more time. We put it here. We're not going to do nothing else. We just want to have that on the screen so that we could have it right there. And now we're going to work with this area here. If you didn't saw how this area worked on the other video, I'm going to quick review it for you. But the full in-depth explanation of this is in the video of the Team Kumite 3. And this works the same on all the events, in individuals, on Team Kumite, even on kata. So in everything it works the same. So this is like to mark up who's gonna be the ready up, so that they can start readying up, so that they don't take time getting ready at the competition. So to get this area done, I will assume I have another monitor. So I'll go back again here and I'll open another external monitor. And I'll say, in this case, I want to have a external monitor for Team Kumite floating windows. When I say floating windows, what I try to say is this. Like, this windows is encapsulated inside that window. You see how it's encapsulated? Does not let me move it outside this window. When you have a floating window, the window can be moved everywhere, you see? And it's particular cases for each instance. It's instances where you want to have this window encapsulated in this, and there are instances where you want to have this window be able to be moved around. When we're working with scoreboards, we want to be able to move them around, because you're going to move this to your other monitor and you're going to drop it there, right? So we're going to leave that there. Remember, we don't have to do nothing here. We just open this and leave it open, and it automatically shows the competitors that have to be ready up. Beautiful. So we set up our scenario, and we're going to start with the scoring. So we're going to go for the first combat number 1, Dario Evangelista against Carlos Lewis. So let's do this. Let's click round 1. So we click round 1. When we do this, we got to open here because it's right here. It's hidden. Let me see. Let's do it one more time. Yeah, there it goes. Sorry, my bad. Yep, there it goes. There it goes. Beautiful. So what we're going to do now here is we're going to click insert. We're going to insert a combat. So we click insert. Beautiful. It says, on what event do you want to insert this combat? Remember, we're working with the event 21. Look it right here. You see it? So yeah, I'm going to pick the event 21 and we put this right here. Once we do this, we can go here and open the event 21 because the event 27 says for this it's going to be a combat 27. So it's going to open the combat 27 here. I open it and this is my second scoreboard. So we got this in one monitor running, and then we got this in one monitor running. Sorry, we didn't set this up. We should have done this. Let me go back 1 second and we close this. And we close this. We say this competitor should be readying up. These two, the two down here. So we just ready that up. We get results and we just hit here so that, my bad, here it goes. So that these two guys can go right here. Okay. So now these two guys, look them right there, okay? These two guys are getting ready to be in the combat, while I am over here getting ready to throw these two combats. So let's do that. So we go back, we click insert, we're gonna pick the event 21. We're gonna close this because we didn't close it before. And it's going to assign me the event 27. Yeah, same event. So I want to just do it in order. So event 27, you see it right there. Beautiful. So now we got to pick the names of the competitors that are going to be competing. So we go here and we say, okay, this is going to be the combat number 1. And it quickly shows me that Evangelista against Carlos Lewis, two competitors we said they were going to be competing. They will be shown on the scoreboard, so the public will be seeing who are the fighters that are going to be fighting. And we already explained this scoreboard a few times on different videos. You could go to the individual Kumite video, explains this board in depth. So we're just gonna do it a little bit overview, not going too in depth. All this information is placed automatically. Here you just gotta make sure you get the competitors. And here you click the start. The start starts the time. The competitor starts competing. The referee says Jamais. You click stop. This stops the time. And it stops here. Now I click an Ippon. This guy got 3 points. You said Jamais. Hajime, sorry. He starts fighting. You say Jamais. They stop. You say stop. And all of a sudden this guy gets a Wasari. So you give them a 2 point, you say start, they start fighting, all of a sudden you click stop, and all of a sudden this guy gets a Juko, and all of a sudden he also gets a Hansoko Chui, he might have hit him really hard on the face. I don't know. Well, if that would have been true, then he can't get a point, right? So let's say this guy then got a point, so somebody gets something. Remember the senshu, you got to put the senshu. You click start. This is not a chronological real fight. It's just to see all the functions of the screen, right, working. So we click stop. All of a sudden, it's nothing here to be touched. We just click results to see who won. Even though they're in a draw, they'll get a win because of the senshu. The senshu will give him a win. So beautiful, he wins. We say okay, and we click close. Remember, we click get first, and then we click save the results, and you get your check mark. Great. Yep. Vangelo won. He got 1 win, 3 points. This guy got 3 points but no win. And in the totals, we get 1 win, 3 points, and we're gonna go for the second bout. So we go for the second combat. We click insert. We pick the event, and we click the event 21. We're gonna pick the combat. It's combat number 2. We're gonna say on this combat number 2, this guy got a 2 point with the senshu. Remember, we gotta bring the scoreboard. If you want to bring your scoreboard, all you gotta do is go all the way down to the bottom, look for the event. This is the event number 28. You go here to the 28, you click view. Here you got your event 28. People are seeing this on the screen. The event starts. If you decide to do the event no stopping time, they say you don't stop time. So if it is not stopping time, you just let it go. You keep giving the points. It'll work too. You could give him the points. If it gets all the way to the winning, it'll give you the win, and it'll give you the blinking. That means the guy won. So you click stop, so the time stops, and you apply the results, and you won. So you click OK, and everything closes, and you close here, and you get your results, and then you apply your results. Then we're forgetting about these guys so that they could go readying up. We should be on the number 4 already. We click ready so they could be readying up, because remember, the number 3 we're gonna do now. So we're gonna go for the combat number 3. On the combat number 3, we're gonna click insert. We're gonna pick the combat. We're gonna pick the fighters, which is the number 3 fighters, Sonja and Jomar. We wanna pick the combat here so that we can show it to the public. We click a view. We got the Sonja and the Jomar, beautiful. We say it's a non-stop combat so that we can see the watch working. We'll say she got a Wasari plus she got Senshu. Then this guy got a Wasari and plus she gets Keikoku. Then he runs out of the tatami and he, I don't know, maybe talked to the judge, so they gave him a Keikoku. And all of a sudden she gets a Nippon, and the time finishes. Let's assume time finish. So we'll stop it and we'll say okay, results. It'll give a win. The win is for her because she has more points. Okay, it quickly applies the information. We go to get information and we say apply the results. Once we do that, we keep seeing that the team number 2 is still winning. So beautiful. We're gonna go for another combat, which is the number 5. If we click on number 5, we click results so they could go readying up. They're readying up these 2 fighters while we're gonna be throwing the fight number 4. So let's go for the fight number 4. We click insert. We pick the combat, the event. We pick the combatants, which are the number 4. They'll be getting ready up to show on the screen. We got to remember to put our screen here. We go to the bottom and we click view. Beautiful. Everything is there. Now we do the combat. Let's say it's a non-stop event. Time is running and it's not stopping. We're going to give him a point. He gets Senshu. But all of a sudden, she hits him with a intentional kick to the face and knocks him down with an illegal hit. And they give her a Hansoku. All the way she gets all the points at 1. You click stop. And let's see what the system is going to do when you click results. This is what should happen. What should happen is you should click here, results, and even her, she should go to 0. Let's assume, okay. Let's assume she had 6 points. But she did this crazy thing, right? And he had just 1 point. He should change to 8. She should change to 0. And he should get the win. She had more points, but she got Hansoku. And the system should do this through the algorithm and should figure all this stuff out and give you the right result without you having to know what is the right result. Let's see if that's true. So we're going to be clicking this button. Ready? 1, 2, 3. We're going to click it. Beautiful. It worked. It gave her the 8 points. It gave him the 8 points because she got disqualified and she got a 0. So he should be getting a win plus 8 points because of her disqualification. Beautiful. So we click OK. We click close. And we click get results. And we click apply the results. And look at this. It gave her a 0-0. And it gave him an 8-1. Beautiful. We still got one more to go. So we're going to go for the combat number 5. So let's go round. We're going to go insert. And now we're going to click. We're going to pick the event number 21. And this guy is going to get. We got to pick the combatants, which is the number 5. We got to bring our scoreboard up. And so we click view. Beautiful. That's there. This guy is going to do something different. Before the fight starts, he knows his team won. And he says, you know what? I'm not going to get injured because if I get injured in this fight, we might lose on the other fight if I'm injured and I can't fight in the other fight. So he says, you know what? I'll get a Kiken and I'll let the fight go without me fighting. Let's see what the system does because of that decision. So you pick Kiken down here, you see? So you pick the Kiken, and when you click results, it should give 8 to him, 0 to him, and he should get the win. And he has no points, but he should get the win. So let's see. Beautiful! It worked. The algorithm did all the mathematical calculations to get this information right. It got the win right here to Aka, and he got the 8 points to him. So all we do now is we just click OK, and we click close. We get the results, and we apply the results twice, and here we got our results. And he was right. Even by him giving them a win and 8 points, they still won. So he didn't need it to do that fight and get injured and risk not winning on the next round, which is the one that is going to give him the victory for the first place. So beautiful. This round is done through the electronic scoreboard. We're going to go for the second round. Remember, like this round is done, we're going to take this check mark off so that we could use the electronic scoreboard, the electronic ready up board for the other round. So we're going to go to the next round, tab number 2. We click it. Now we got team number 3 against team number 4. Beautiful. So we want to get these guys getting ready up, which is the combatants of the second row. So we click get ready. So they're getting ready. It's going to be Pablo and it's going to be Alexis. Yep, they're getting ready. So we're going to have this fight go. We're going to have the first round go. So we're going to click round. And we're going to move this over here. And we're going to start by clicking insert. Yep, beautiful. We're going to bring this here. We're going to say it's going to be part of the event number 21. Yep, and here we go. So we're going to start the event. We want the first combatants. There are these 2 persons. They're getting ready to compete. We're going to start on a non-stop time. She gets 2 pawns, 3 pawns, and she wins. We click stop. And, oh, we forgot to put the scoreboard here. Sorry for that. We just click it to the bottom and we click view. Yep, there's the public seeing this. The event was really fast, right? So we click OK. and we click close. And all of a sudden we go get information and we click apply the results. So Team Blue is winning. Team Blue is winning. And now we're gonna go down here. We're gonna go for the next combat. We're gonna take this off. We're gonna put it to the third, so the third row could go getting ready up. So we click get results. I'm sorry. We go the second and we click save and show results. So showing it there. We're gonna go for the next combat. We're in the combat number 2. So we're gonna go around, insert, pick the event, pick the combatants, which are the number 2 combatants. And in this event, nobody makes points. Yeah, it could happen. Nobody makes not even 1 point. So we click OK, and let's see what happens. Let's see what the system does. We click close, and we say get results, and we say apply the results. And what exactly did it did? Well, nothing. It applies 0 and 0, 0 and 0, but it did give the combat a number. So you know that that combat was presented. It was the combat number 33, but it ended up with no results. So that combat happened. So we're going to go for the combat number 3 now. So we'll move to the number 4 here. And let's go to the combat number 3. So we're going to go here and we're going to hit results. Round. We're going to go insert. We're going to go pick the event. We're going to go here and we're going to pick the combat number 3. Yep. We're in the number 3, right? 1, 2, 3. Yep. So, and then we're going to pick how did this guy win? Well, let's say this guy wins because he made a hansoku. He talked to the judge, I don't know, something really bad, and the judge disqualified him. So when we click results, the other one gets 8. He gets 0. The other one gets the win. We click OK. Beautiful. We click close. Get the results and apply the results. And we should be getting, yep, a 1 and an 8 and a 0, 0. Everything is going fine. Before we go here, we want to move this one line more down. We want now the combats of number 5 to go. So we click round and we go for what? We go for an insert. We go to pick the event. We go to pick the combatants, which is going to be the combatants number 4, the combat number 4. And all of a sudden, this guy makes 3 pawns. He wins. Beautiful. We click OK. We click close. We get the results. We apply the results. And now they're 2-1. We should be getting the win here now. So this team is getting the momentum. We go again, one more round. We click insert. We click the event number 21. We pick down here the scoreboard so that we could have it shown to the public. We are going for the last combat, the combat number 5. And we just go here and we click. This guy got a pawn. This guy got a pawn at the same time. It's no sensu. So what happens? I don't know. Let's click results. So nothing happens. Nobody wins because it was a draw. So we click OK. So we click close. A draw in WKF or in karate Japanese is called ikiwaki. So it's an ikiwaki. It's a draw. So we say get the results. Yep, got the results. They're both the same. We should have had this here so that we could know what competitors were getting ready up. And that's it. This combat is done. And the winner is the team number 4. So number 4 wins. Number 3 losses. Number 3 had 1 win only. Number 4 had 2 wins. So they get the win. And don't never think that because you made more points you win. I have seen teams make more points here and lose to teams that made less points. You win because of the wins and combination of points, but just a little additional information there. So let's go for the next combat. We're gonna get these arrows up here. So we're gonna click it one time, and it's gonna bring us the 2 teams to 1. So these 2 teams are gonna compete for first and second. First and second, yeah, right. And this information here, you see it has information, is because we didn't erase this information when we were cleaning up before. Okay, so we're gonna have to clean this manually. 1 second, let me do this. This happened on the event of 3 teams. We also had this. We didn't clean everything. So we clean this, and we also should clean the other one so that we don't have this information here for later. I'm gonna clean it right away so that we don't run up with this again when we're working on it. 1 second. So remember, this information was there because on the last video we were doing this manually. Okay, so just for you to know, if you have any questions, why did he had information there? Oh, I had information there because in the last video we did this manually, and we're using the same event to not having to go through the setup of everything all over again. So beautiful. Let's run the winners. These are the winners running for the first and second spot. Yep. So we're gonna run the software. We want to run, say, the ready ups to competitors, and we want to go here for the first round. So we're gonna get third, move it here. For the first combat, we're gonna say insert. We're gonna pick the event 21. We're gonna look for the competitors of the first round. We're gonna give this guy any pawn, and that's about it. He gets the pawn plus the sensu, and he wins. We're doing this really quickly. We go get the results, apply. Team 1 is already winning. We go round 2. If you want to keep this going too, you could move this to number 3. Get apply. Sorry. Move number 3. Set the apply. Now get the round. Say insert. Say get the 21 event. We want the competitors number 2. We want this guy to get a pawn. This one gets a yuko, and this one gets the sensu. We get a result. This guy wins. We click OK. We click get information. Save. Yep. One point. Yeah, a win. 3 points. Everything is beautiful. So we go for the next round. We should move this one more round down. We say apply it, get the results, the round scoreboard. So we go here, insert. We want to use this event. We want to pick the combatants. Should be the combatants number 3. We want to say this guy got a pawn, and this one got a juko, a wasari, sorry. This one had the sensu. We click the results. We click OK. Yeah, if you can see, we're not doing the external scoreboard so that we could go a little bit quicker. We're just repeating all the steps once and over and over. So we get the information. We click apply the results. If you want, we could do this one with the scoreboard. So we'll go insert. We click pick the event 21. We want the combatants number 4. We want to set up the scoreboard, so we click tab, so it goes to the bottom. We pick the event, we show it on the screen. We give this guy 1 point. We give this guy 3 points. We start the time. This guy gets a yuko. This guy gets a hansoko shui. This gets a hansoko chui. And all of a sudden, this guy gets another point. And all of a sudden, time ends. And we click stop. And we get a result. And we click OK. And this is going fine. We click close. We get the results. We apply the results. We go for the next combat. This is the last combat, so we click show it, and let's go for the round. Now on this round, we're gonna take a little bit of more time, and sorry for that. We're gonna let the time run up because that's something we haven't done. You haven't seen what happens when the time runs up. So let me redo this one so that we could do it with the time running up. So I'll pick it, okay, and then we open our scoreboard. We gotta look for it first, right? Yep. And now we can view it. I want you to see the time running out. So we'll be picking up the combatants, which is the number 5. We'll let the time run up a little. And while the time is running up, this guy gets a 3 point, this guy gets a 1 point, this guy gets a 2, he has a Senshu, this guy gets a 1 point, maybe this guy gets a Chikoku, the other guy gets another Chikoku, maybe this guy gets another Chikoku, this is another Chikoku, this guy gets Keikoku, and all of a sudden this guy skips molestation. They go tough on him, they gave him a Hansoku Chui, and then this guy all of a sudden gets Keikoku, and I'm just playing here with the time so that the time can run up. And this guy gets another Chikaku. They're making a disaster in that fight. They're just getting a molestation by a molestation. This guy gets finally a point, and then this guy is getting another point. I think these two guys are like a little bit of a newbies because they're getting a lot of problems. This guy moves all the way to Hansoku Chu. He's about to get disqualified, and then this guy gets one Juko. And then this guy gets Hansoku Chui also. He also gets close to the disqualification. And this guy, all of a sudden, also gets another molestation. Time is running up. They are now running a Toshibaraku. And all of a sudden, the time is running up. And they are fighting and running and no points. And everybody's waiting for the point. And the crowd is getting crazy. And time is up. Yep, time is up. So we get the message, says time up, says us, that means that's done. So who won? So you click results and it tells you, oh, the winner was red, Aka. So you get the winner in Aka, and that's something we haven't done, and was let the time run up and let the time be picked up. Remember, you could reset times here. You could add or change times here. All this we gave it on the introduction of Kumite Individual. If you didn't, you should go and review all this information down here. It's very important. So we click OK. This event was done. We click close. We click get results. Apply the results, and let's see who won. This team got 4 wins. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. This team got 1 win, and 1 will never beat 4. So number 2 on the second row, team 1. In this case, this is the team number 4. So now we got to go for the 2 teams that lost. The 2 teams that lost are going to compete. We're going to try to do this one as a quick fashion. We're not going to do none of the other things. I just want to go all the way to the end. So I'll just quickly pick it here. I'll say the combat number 1, and I'll give any pawn to this one, and I'll say okay. Then I'll go for the other fight. I'll say get result and apply. I'll go for the other fight. I'll say insert, pick the event, pick the combat number 2. This guy gets another pawn and he wins. You say okay, say close, say get results and apply. And then we go for the other round, and then we get another insert. We pick the event, we pick the combatants, which is the number 3. This guy got 2 pawns. Say okay, say close. Now we get the results, and then we apply it. Then we get another round. We get insert. We go here, and we get the combat number 4. And we pick the number 2 combatant to win. We click OK, close, get results, apply, and one more time we go here to round 2. We're going for the last round. We click insert. We click the combatant, the event, sorry, and we pick the combatant here, number 5. And let's say this guy got 1 point and this got one point, and we click get results, and we click OK. We click close. That was a draw, so I made it to be a draw. We click save, and let's see who won. So at the end of the day, red team won. They won 13-11 because they both had a draw on the wins, but then you go by points. So by points, then this team wins. And if they would have had a draw there still, then they would have had to go to the sudden death with an additional one fight, and then they would have had to go to Hante if that would have been a draw too. Remember that. Always remember that. So the event is done. So let's see the results. That's what everybody was waiting for, right? So we click here to see the results, and it tells us the first spot was for the team number 4. The second spot was for the team number 1. The third spot was for the team number 3. And the fourth spot was for the team number 2. Okay? Now, we click one more time the arrow here and we get the chart. And in this chart, it says team number 2 and number 1 fought. Team number 1 won. Team number 4, number 3 fought. Team number 4 won. Team number 1 fought against team number 4. Team number 4 won. First spot. Second spot. Then it said the 2 teams that lost was team number 2, number 3. They fought. Team number 3 won. So team number 3 gets the third spot. Team number 2 gets the fourth spot. And that's what you see here. Exactly to what you see here. Now, it's still one thing we need to know. One thing is the reports. When you print the reports and you go here, you'll get all that information right here. Okay, and that information is very useful if you want to show all the officials, the committee, or even if the coaches required to see the information of how that event went through. You could have them see these reports. So it's very good to documentate the event, those reports at the end of the event. The other thing we should know is that we also can do a additional scoreboard. So this is one monitor for your scoreboard. This is one monitor to show the ready up. And then you could open an additional monitor. Let's call this the additional monitor, okay? This additional monitor has, when you go here to Team Kumite, the Kumite number 4. If you click this one, and you pick the event 21, and in this case you have to open it a little because it's a big screen, right? You get this other scoreboard that you just put on the screen so that the public can see, so that they can see what you have on your screen on that screen. So let's see what happens with that screen. When I'm in my screen, and I'm gonna do just an example, and I click this student, I give him I click apply results, okay, and I say this student, right, got a win here. That will be here. If I click the point here and I click apply the results, I quickly see I go here. I apply the results. 1 second. Oh, of course, it's not letting me do it because he has a Kiken. You see, in this game, the system does not let you do mistakes. If he has a Kiken, he cannot get a win. That's the rules. So on this case, I'll take the Kiken off. Okay. Now, if I take the Kiken off and I give him a point, and I say apply the point, now it gives him the point, and you see that point in the other screen. Very interesting. You see, that's one of the good things of using the system. It will not allow you to make mistakes that then could be refuted by a coach on an event. Then this guy gets the win off, and you go here and you click apply the results, and he'll go here and remove it. So whatever you're putting here, you're quickly seeing it here, and the public is seeing this information. So when you click results, they're seeing the results also on this screen without you having to interact with the screen or nothing at all. Just you're changing information here and it's changing automatically over there. So let's say this guy, instead of winning this guy is the guy that won. And you click results, And when you look here, you see, this was the number 3. You look here to the number 3. Yep, it took it off, and yep, it gave it to him. So it's very important to have this screen if you want the public or the coaches to be able to see what's happening in the competition of the teams. Then what happens is when you move to the tab number 2, then you come to this and you move to the tab number 2 so they can see the tab number 2 together with you. While you're changing it, they'll see the changes here. When you go to the tab number 3, you come here and you put the tab number 3. They'll be seeing the same thing you're seeing over here, and then when you go to the tab number 4, you go here to the tab number 4. They're seeing what you're seeing here. Last but not least, when you get to the tab of the results, if you put them in the tab of the results, it's a little bit bigger the screen. You gotta just move it a little bit to the side. If you move them to the tab of the results, they'll be seeing the results. Remember, this you will adjust it to the screen that you have when you do it. So you got, but in the end, when you go to the last one, when you want to show, if you want to show them the chart, you could just put it on the chart and they can see the charts. If you don't want them to see the information, but you want them to see the chart, how it's advancing, you could just keep the chart on the screen and you don't have to do none of the else things. So let's do this. Look at this magic. You're going to see this magic. This chart should change if the winners change, right? So let's see if the chart changes when I do a change over here. So we said, okay, beautiful. We said that the team number 1 won on this chart that we just did. Let's make team number 2 be the winner. So we'll take this win off, we'll take this win off, and this win off, and we'll just give the wins to the other team, and we'll say apply results. And we apply results now, and the chart, we got a team number 2. This is the one that passed. You see, now team number 2 passed, not the team number 1. But still team number 4 won. But if we want to go here to the other tab where team number 4 won team number 3, if team number 4 would have lost to team number 3, this should have been team number 3 fighting against team number 2. Let's see if that's true. So we'll make team number 4 lose, and we'll make team number 3 win. And when we click results, yup, it did. And you see, now team number 3 passed through the key, team number 4 moved down to the lost, and I guess you get the picture. You can only have, if you want to, the chart on the screen so that the public can see how the competitors are passing through and getting to their respective spots. That's a beautiful thing to do. Or you could just use it all the way using all the features of each one of the tabs. And my friends, that was about it. And like I said on the last video, if you want to have all these different modules working beautiful and you get enough people on those tables to work all these different modules to make them look nice, they'll look even sharper and make your event look beautiful and very sharp. We just covered a lot of information on Team Kumite. This was the part 2 of Team Kumite, of 4 teams competing with up to 5 competitors. The next video, I hope you enjoy it, we'll be talking about the cues and other features of the software that are really going to help you to improve and to enhance your event and make it look as a high level event. We also have weapons and kata for traditional kata, and we also going to see all those modules that are really going to help you out on improving and making your event look beautiful. So like always, if you have any questions or any doubts, contact us through our email and we'll quickly respond to you and we'll help you to get that situation or issue solved as quickly as possible. And like always, thank you for watching. Bye bye.